background of the stuff. So we can make sure everything is looking good on here. I appreciate y'all. We rocking out with Black Outrage 37. We talking about that guy right there. Dude right there who always be on the media, always be out there going crazy. And he got a bad rap on his name. Obviously, he been having this thing. He'll be making this school, and it ain't been coming together, and a lot of people ain't happy with it. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the broadcast. This your boy Hood. I'm Hood. This is the Black Outrage podcast, and I appreciate y'all checking us out. So I basically do a little filming and a little independent stuff. I do music, and but also I started the podcast to talk about stuff that kind of be outrageous in the black community, things that we see happening, things that we know occur, and then we kind of talk about it over here. So I appreciate y'all. Oh, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm actually wearing my new shirt. Hold up. Yeah, I'm wearing my new shirt today that's out, and I wanted you guys to check it out. I'm so grateful for this. You know what I'm saying? We got it available now. Let me make sure it's available in the store, though, and then you guys will be able to see it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do real quick as I get ready to get to the show. So, but you can't do this ahead of time, because I try to do like a little test run before I go, but you can't connect the products in the test run. You gotta wait it out. But the boy, man, he been actually going crazy out there. So I'm gonna let a few people get in here. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. So if I go to stores, view stores, that's what it is. Is that it? Oh God, there's just so much little crap like this. There's selection, is that it? Okay, it's selection, that's it. So I know now I gotta go to the point where it says selection and go to the item that I want to promote to you people, y'all dope people out there. And we'll go with this one right here and hit that joint. And actually, let's clear it and then hit that joint. There it is. Back. All right, then if I hit save, it should be able to come over there to that section. Now we're going to get to the show. We're going to get to the show. Let's go back to the stream. And I'm almost certain I should be able to find it up there now, right? Did it work? Did it work? Still didn't work. All right, so let's just get to the show. We got Dr. Umar. He is going crazy. So I'm going to start off with Street Media TV. I rock with this guy a lot. He does some great stuff talking about the media, but I got to cut off the commercials real quick. It's only a 15-second one, so they give us a second. He going to give us a little insight on the Umar Johnson debacle. He is like a famous dude. He's made himself famous from being a person who get donations from people for money and fucking up the money. And it's like, that's really like an infamy, if you ask me. It's not really like a good thing to be known for. But that's what he's known for, messing up people's money and convincing more people to give him more. So that's like, it's not really the best thing to be known for, but he's kind of like, people call him a scammer, you know what I'm saying? And I sometimes, and I say this over and over again, I don't believe he scams like that, but I do say it in a lot of ways, because you shouldn't be doing people like that and not being able to fulfill what they got. And you kind of bogus, for that. But at the end of the day, he gets away with it so eloquently and easy. I don't think he see no foulness in it. And there's other people who get money, they white people, and don't nobody complain about them. Don't nobody complain about them. When the Red Cross and FEMA and all them ask for money, nobody got upset. But when black men do it, now it's disrespectful. So let's get to the content. Let's see what he got to say.
No white money. Please keep your mouth shut. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ghanaian, coming to you live and direct inside the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy. I build institutions. I don't just sit on YouTube running my mouth. I build institutions. I don't just sit on YouTube running my mouth. Cashapp, $FDMG School. Hit the Cashapp, $FDM. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the Cashapp. What color we gonna paint the rooms, y'all? What color we gonna paint the rooms? Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Oh, yes. Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Who coming to decorate the principal's office? Oh, yes, we got a school to finish. We got a school to finish, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. Mommy, Daddy, why can't I go to Dr. Umar's school? Make sure you tell them Air Jordans was more important. Fake hair was more important. video games was more important. My designer clothing was more important. That's for you to do.
Dr. Umar Johnson is going out very sad, man. This guy, we know he burst onto the scene some years ago. I remember him coming on Saturday TV when he sat on that couch and he talked about child psychology. And, he talked about the medicines that these schools and these doctors like to prescribe to kids with ADHD, and they put them in the learning disability classes. And when you allow them to put your child on medicine and put them in the learning disability classes, they get more money allocated to their schools. They get more money allocated to their programs. And Dr. Umar Johnson was very good and very informative with this information and bringing it to the community. And with that, he was able to build an audience. He's a very charismatic teacher. He's a big man, 6'3", 200-something pounds. Dreadlocks, he talks about the black woman being queens, and he peeped a long time ago. He peeped the weakness in the game, right? And he started to exploit it. And in that weakness, he saw that black people were very vulnerable, and we like things to be told to us that makes us feel good. So what he did was he took black history, right? He took black history and our traumatic pain that we have and merged it and propagated it back to us in a way that made us feel good. And
I'm going to have to stop him a little bit right quick because, I do understand the disdain for Dr. Umar because people don't like him. His celebrity is going crazy. He's been able to raise all his money, and if people have a bad taste in their mouth about Dr. Umar Johnson. But I got to change up a little bit when I want to say just push back a little bit. These systems wouldn't be something he could manipulate or get anything from the people if they didn't already exist. We're being treated terribly in these schools and universities around America. They disrespecting the black people. You work there, you got jobs there, or you go to school there, and the people just be egregious and foul towards you. You know what I'm saying? And treat you shitty. So and in the neighborhoods that these schools is in, even I went to go visit Howard University. It's literally a liquor store across the street from it with thick-ass glass in it with the Arab behind it, just like it would be in the neighborhood I'm from. And I was like, well, damn, this is across the street from the university. How is it like that? And they was like, yeah, it's still the hood. I'm like, oh. But when I visited Harvard, beautiful across the street. Yale, beautiful across the street. Princeton, beautiful across the street from it. Cornell, beautiful across the street. Last university we visited, my son was going to college that year, we visited Howard University. Grimy. The university, the campus is not so bad, but the block that it's on, the neighborhood that it's in, you like, what the why would it look like this? And you just came from these other white universities. It's insomniac cookies everywhere. Like, oh, insomniac cookies. Oh, they got the taco shop. Oh, right here you can get a little cupcakes. It's like, it was fucking beautiful. Little pizza and shit. This one got a smoothie shop. Like, I ain't seen nothing. One of them, I think it was Yale, had, or Prince, maybe Yale or Princeton, they had restaurants literally on the campus. Bougie as fuck. I'm talking about, look, you be taking your families to some shit like that. It was crazy. One of them was called Sircon, and that was so funny because that's like a name of the neighborhood I was from in Chicago. But that was a restaurant in a university on the campus, and I'm bougie as fuck. It was like a tiger was on the damn logo of it. I was shocked, but I never been to those places. But now, when I visited, it was like amazing to me. But then you think about the universities that black people got, what we have and what we utilize, it's the crappiest shit ever. So for him to have created something or wanted to create something and try to make something, but then it's not going to all the way come together so fast because why? He don't have support like that. Where's the support to build a black school? If the small hat people wanted to build a school for small hat children, it would be so much money. It would be a bank. They would have parties and get-togethers talking about how much money they built and made to build this school. And it'll be little kids in there, and it'll be all kind of black folks trying to get their kids in there. I'm trying to get my kid to go to that school. But it ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? And we don't build shit like that so much. And then we dog out the person trying to do it. I remember when people was dogging out Farrakhan years ago, when he did the Million Man March. It was literally black preachers on the fucking TV having a conference the morning of the thing saying, this is a bad idea. This is dumb. I can't believe he would bring this many black people. And I'm sitting back to myself like, when the hell has black people ever came together in a large amount if it wasn't slavery? You don't even see black people do this. Like, what is they all complaining about on all of the TV stations? Why was these black people talking like that? I was a kid Like maybe not a kid, maybe like 22, some shit like that. But it just shocked me that that was what on the news. It was like, damn, they're not going to support black men coming together. It didn't happen, and it's all this respectability. And I'm thinking about that those preachers, like y'all straight up dogged that out. Y'all talked about it, you dissed it. You went over fucking white people TV to talk down on it. So what are you gonna do? It's only been 1 million man march. They ain't never did nothing themselves. They ain't even had a 42 people man march that they have filmed a videotape and put out. So it's like we're gonna tear shit down as black people. That's natural. We're not gonna come together and build it up. That's why our community is fucked up. That's why we don't have our own schools. That's why we don't have our own hospital. That's why we don't have our own shopping malls, because we're just gonna come in there and see somebody else shit and be like, why the hell they doing that? They shouldn't be doing that, man. Why the hell we doing that? And then your wife get off on the weekend. You be like, oh, we going to Bridgeport Mall? Sure, let's go. You don't see a difference in it. You don't see that you tearing down the one that they're building or somebody else got going on that look like you to just go and give all your money to the place. You got to drive 72 minutes to the bitch. Then you get done and got a shit, but by the time you came back, you done took a baby nap and shit. Like, well, okay, cool. That's how far away they damn malls are from our community to go actually spend your weekend money that you got paid from your job. So if a black person trying to build something, it probably ain't nice. It probably not smooth. Imagine when other black people was trying to build things or start things. You think the Underground Railroad had good tracks on it? You understand what I'm saying? You think the Underground Railroad was a comfortable bed waiting for you? It probably wasn't. But it was something that had to happen in order for other things to get going. So looking at it and trying to dissect it and then look at it against what white people got, it's not going to really actually be equivalent because they literally have it. And I can make that equivalency with Howard University and those bougie Ivy League schools because technically white people own both of them. It's just this one got black students in it, but that's still a white school. It's even named after a white person. Howard, I think he's somebody, I forgot his other name, but he's a white guy who that school is named. He was a general in the Army of America. They named the university after him. And that's where the black people go. It's not like Howard, and it's a dude, black dude that stayed not too far from the building. No, it's not like that. Those are real white universities. It's just that's the black one that most of the black people go to. And other cultures go there too. So it's just not black no more. But I want you guys to hit the like button, share the message, get into rocking with us at Black Outrage. I'm Hood. I'm the messenger. I'm hollering at y'all. This is the podcast. And I want to let y'all see the shirt. Today I wore it. This is the actual shirt that we're selling right here in the comments and in the pin section where you can shop for us and support our brand. You see the logo. We got mad stuff on there, but you know this is just something that I got so I can show you as a how it looks if you wear it. Like yesterday and the day before, I just had it on in my hands and showing you, but I wanted to let you see exactly what it's like. You know, if you put it on, they got all sizes. You know what I'm saying? We got all sizes in the print. Come through Printful, it get delivered right to you. And over there in the comment section, we definitely do got the information about what we got over here. Oh, I gotta pull over this way. Yeah, we got a goal. We set for the super chats. We got the YouTube membership. So show some love, hit the like button, share the message, do all that stuff. And I'll be reading the comments as they come in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it live, keep it lively, and definitely get up with it with this shirt. You know, they go for girls and guys. That's why I got the both of them on there. And it's just a brand. You supporting us. We'll have the Black Outrage shirts. They're available online, but I don't have one physically, so I can show you how it look. But you can get one of the Black Outrage shirts. We got so much stuff going on with the HoodFilms brand. That's what we do. All right, well, let's get back to the message. We had old boy talking. This is the guy from Street Media TV, and he was giving an opinion on Dr. Umar Johnson and what he think about him. So let me know where y'all from when you come into the comment section. And before I get started with that, I think I'm gonna start one of those polls real quick because I just want to see what you think real fast. This the one? What's this one? It's this one. Yeah, let me just do this real quick. We had a lot of votes yesterday. I mean, a lot. I was like, damn. But, you know, it's people opinion. So that's why I like it. You know what I'm saying? So now we got a poll going right here. So now we'll know what people think is up there. You can let me know. And we're going to get back to the messages and hit as many comments as as many votes as it allow you to do. All right, let's get back to it. See what the guy got going on.
And he talked about, he gave black women very, very strong and positive affirmations. But in doing that, behind the scenes or behind those words, you know, he had a lot of bad intentions. There was a lot of bad intentions because in the black community, you could be a good speaker, a good orator, but you don't have to be a good producer or anything. So we've been waiting for this man to produce this school for like 13 years. The people.
And again, everybody wants somebody to do something, but ain't nobody putting in no work and effort to help. They just sitting back, like you said, you just being a good commentator. And I'm not taking up for Umar Johnson, believe me. But I'm just saying, everybody talking, but ain't nobody helping out. So what we're going to do is take a little quick break right now. Let's do a little quick little break, and we'll be right back in a minute. 1 minute, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, what's good again? Welcome back. This your boy Hood. Appreciate you checking us out. You back at the podcast Black Outrage. We're at number 37, Dr. Umar Johnson, and his brain fart and all that stuff. So we going over what happened with him, and we appreciate you. So we got the poll over there in the comment section. You can poll what you think. Is he a scammer? Is he? Well, let me know what you think about that. There's a lot of people got opinions on that. What's up to Tim? I see you popped in there. We got the YouTube membership available over there too. So get up with us. I think we got a YouTube goal going on the actual stuff. So let's wait. Which one is this? That look like that's me. That's the wrong one. This the one. All right, let's get to it. We're gonna see what my man got to say. Street media giving this conversation. Let him talk it out. Hit the like button too, guys. Show love. Hit the like button. It's a lot of work we're doing over here to bring y'all this entertainment. Let's go.
People that initially donated to that school, their children have graduated college. They grown. They got children themselves now. The school has not been produced. Too many times in years in the black community, we have people that can speak, right? And give a bunch of broken promises or unfulfilled promises, right? They don't go and produce the things that they talk about, but they can still operate and flourish in the black community. And Dr. Umar knows that, right? So after all these years, all the scandals, right, with the conscious stripper, the situation with his daughter, the situation that goes on with his mom and the girl he was saying that had the smelly bottom, right? He online, this is supposed to be a professor, but he's online carrying on and talking this way. All the way to the point where there's no school, now he's still begging for money, right? Because he's getting so much pressure, he conjures up a lie and comes to say that now his account.
But see, now again, it's a little overreach. Again, it's more overreach. Hey, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. This is our shirt. We fly. We rocking. This is it. We got your size. We got different colors. What's good? And that's great too. This great actual quality. It'll be washed. You can wash it 1,000 times. And won't nothing happen. Is this one of my older ones? No, it's not. I was gonna show you one of my older ones. So this is not it. I had it on yesterday. Well, anyway, we got Umar Johnson being called out for his antics and his bank fraud, and the guy keeps screaming about him stealing money and everything like that. But I'm like to myself, it's good to just speak to that one person like Dr. Umar Johnson, you. But think about this. If Dr. Umar Johnson was the kind of person who could go into one of these office businesses and then he had like 25 phone call people of all different colors and races, or even just one race, it was just a bunch of folks in his phone booth, call center. And if that's what he had, then would there still be the same kind of vitriol towards him? Because I remember being a kid and on actual TV, they would have like a hotline or a dateline, or not a dateline, but like a telethon is what they used to call it. Matter of fact, I call it a telethon, where you can call the phone and call in and do a live right then, donating on the phone. And there would be this host. He would be up there like, "Hi, what's up, King? Hey, y'all, what's up? We doing our thing, and call in now." Then even would go up close to one of the ladies who would be getting a live phone call right at that moment. "Hi," it'd be a white lady. "Hi, my name's Jen," and they had a person on the phone listening to what the phone. "Yeah, I want to donate. I want to give money. I want to help out," or whatever they were saying. And this would be on TV. And then what about Jerry Lewis? Jerry Lewis, the white guy who, when I was a kid, every year he would come on, I think it was WGN, I can't remember what channel it was, and it would be every year he would come out there, and he was an old man, because when we was very little kids, he was all on TV. Like, he was the man, he was the comedy dude on TV. It was old movies, black and white sometimes, but we were laughing at that shit. We was just watching TV, just, it wasn't no cable, there was no video games, this shit didn't exist. So he was just entertainment. Then when he got older and we got older, now he's on TV saying, donate to me, donate to Jerry's Kids. Matter of fact, that's what they called it. They called it Jerry's Kids. And he did this for years. He didn't do this one time. I'm talking about 10, 15 years he did this. They probably even longer. You know what I'm saying? But nobody complained. Not nobody black either. And he even would have black people as the kids. They would always roll a kid out, or person that would be who I guess you raising money for, even in a wheelchair or something like that. This literally used to happen on TV all the time. Now, what about Sally Struthers, who was a white lady who used to be on there saying, "Give money now. This kid is dying and they need your money. They need your help right now. And only for 42 cents. Please help this person." Didn't nobody complain about these people. But then when a black dude want to start something up, everybody gotta complain. What's the fucking problem? If he take the money and buy 10 stripper chicks, what's your issue? All these white folks that made all this money and became super rich off of donations from the Red Cross to everything in the book. And the only reason why he wanted to start the school is because it don't exist. I can see if he wanted to start the school and there's 5 of them down the street, and then you're like, well, what the hell are you talking about? We got one right there. It still ain't one. Even if he didn't start it, where's his competition? Shouldn't he have somebody competing with him? It should be a Umar Johnson competitor, just like in a rap game. It should be somebody saying, "You starting a school? Well, nigga, I'm starting a workshop for kids under 11, and they're going to have my shit done faster." And then we got the camera people filming them. Who going to get the shit done faster? Okay, we got this guy. He got to get the zoning rights. This guy, he got to get his colors and shit to write on his building, on his wall. Ain't none of that. You got one monolithic person saying they want to do something, and if it ain't done by 36 million people's opinion, he ain't shit. So, okay, cool. Let's just say he ain't shit. Then what about the people who trying to save whales? Tell me how you save a whale. I'm waiting in the comment section. So right as you actually make a vote, tap it in on the comment section and say, how do you save whales? Okay, fuck whales. How do you save dogs? How do you walk up to them and say, I'm saving you. We just raised all this money for you. Here. What do the dog do then? He get a bank account? He get to walk around now and have his bitches with him? Hurry the fuck up. And the bitches come chasing up behind him. Okay. How are you saving them? How are you saving the whales? You're not. You're collecting money and you're taking that shit and taking care of your life. But again, they are not black people. So as soon as you're black, it's a fucking problem. And everybody mad at you. And even black people got something to say. And I would be the only person to would be saying, not to say that Dr. Umar Johnson is perfect, or Dr. Umar Johnson is doing everything by the book, or that he got some perfect lane. No, my point is, where's the support? You supposed to be popping up saying, hey, we was able to raise $25,000 over here from our church. Can this do something? Well, we want to see the process of what this money is going to do to help this thing. We're going to walk through every single step of what our money is going to do to see if it can help you build this school. And where's the fraternities? Where's the sororities? Where's the black people who work for the white corporations who get money to spend it back to other white corporations? Where are they? They don't fucking exist. So only thing that exists is a person that is trying and probably can't get it right. He probably ain't got the mental capacity. He probably ain't got, but that's fine when it's other people. They'll say, oh, they're just not intellectually able to do it, but their heart is there. We're going to support him because he has the idea, and we'll still name it after him because he spearheaded this idea. They got words to talk about people that's not exactly the people who know exactly how to do it, but they just a fucking person with the inception idea. Or I just created this, and then I get a team around me. It's called you. You work for somebody who just had a fucking idea, and that idea turned into a business and turned into you get hired. So the fact that somebody could claim and blame somebody else for creating something and it's not moving to your speed, even though you ain't doing nothing. Even in your neighborhood, if you don't start a college or a university, start a reading fucking group with some kids in your city or your neighborhood. Where's that? Where's that? This nigga got PhDs and he teaching kids and calling people up and letting them call his literal phone to talk to them about their personal life with their children. You ain't even got a reading thing. You don't take 5 kids to the library where you from. So the competition, where is that? It's only hate. It should be somebody competing. You got a whole basketball teams with guys on both squads standing in line in outfits, ready to fucking do the job. But when it comes to educating our kids or educating the culture or giving it something outside of what white people give us, then it's all vitriol. We all just run into each other like we basically ain't got no brains no more. We just run into each other. Then white people be like, hey, look the right way. Then everybody be looking the right way. You need white leadership, bro. And that's the reason why Umar Johnson ain't doing it to your extent, because you need white leadership. You need white people to come in there and say, we'll take this over. It's going to be a black school right here. Dig that up. Put the thing over there. 2 cranes. We need 2 cranes. Then all the black people be like, see, I knew we were going to get it done. I knew that was going to come together. But when you got the chance right now where there's no white people involvement, it's like, why I got to keep sending you money? What the hell? I'm sending you money. You taking all that money. What the hell you doing? You ain't even pray with no damn money. Like, you take money and do the right thing with it every damn day. Nobody do. If money can go bad, it can go good, but you're trying something. Come from that perspective. Trying to make something happen. That's it. You're just trying to make something happen. You don't fucking know if it's going to happen. You can't see in the future. You don't even know what the hell going to happen, but you're trying to make something happen. And instead of starting from the level of hate, come from the level of participation. Participate. Instead of hate, participate. That's actually free. It costs no money to participate. You could just get on there and have a good message about what it would be like if they had a school. But it's not like that. Everybody got this. You got to do it by 5:30, or you got to do it like the white folks, or you ain't doing it. And I don't like that. So I'm going to read some of the messages right now. Tim said, that's a fabulous shirt. And shout out to Steve O'Stornham for supporting us yesterday. He's one of the first people who copped the t-shirt. We're super grateful for that support. I'm going to read his message right now, matter of fact, because he's one of my first supporters. He did the mission. And I want y'all to be next on the mission and show love. Hit the like button. And also make a comment. I'm sorry, what that is, a vote. We want you to vote, because it's at right now, it's at 50% in both directions. Is he a scammer? Is he not? So I'm not really necessarily speaking to clear him or nothing like that. I'm just giving an opinion. And when you see things going across, you can have an opinion. And it may not be the popular opinion, but it's just an opinion. And my father always used to say that. He said, a man is a person who has to make unpopular decisions. And I used to be like, I didn't know what the fuck unpopular meant at that time, but now I'm older, I know what I mean. So let's go. Steve O'Stornham said they never accused them white dudes of scamming. It was an American dream for them. Damn. You heard that? That's so fucking true. When they come up with the idea, we have to study them. We literally got a book where you can go read about how he became. Then when you dig deeper, it's like they stole this motherfucker's invention. They took this other guy's shit. They took the slave dude. You know, we up here loving the liquor that they sell, that liquor from Kentucky and shit. Whole time he stole it from another motherfucker. You the black dude. Now, he just set back. His whole family ain't got none of that dough. But they didn't look at that and say, God damn it, get that money back, man. Y'all took his money. Hey, man, a cut of that money get to go to this family. No, they said, well, that's what it was at that time. Now, his family get to have mansions, cribs, and houses, and the black family like, you know, we standing out looking now. But it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't have the same routes and success levels. And at the end of the day, look how easy it is for Dr. Umar Johnson to really start a school. I'm going to do some filmmaking, movie shit right now. We're going to talk movie status, a movie. This is a filmmaking channel, so we got to do the movie thing. So check this out. All of the black people who got jobs, right? They work in these offices that you need to start a fucking building, to start a business. Like, these are the niggas who actually work in the fucking offices. They the fucking paperwork pushers. If it ain't them, it's a Hispanic person. And it's like, yo, we need to start this school. I seen this paperwork come through. Let's make sure this shit go through. Let's make sure this shit happen. Let's make sure, you got the forms? Okay, boom, slap that through there so we can get this shit going. That's the people who actually is the people who work in all these fucking environments. That's the people. But you telling me a person can't get it done? Because there's no support system. It's just like if you went and you was talking to the alderman or the community leader in your neighborhood. You know that this person can get shit done. You don't have to go in there and say, I just wish, and I'm hoping, and man, my kid, and they old enough, and are they trying? You go in there to him, you be like, hey, Mr. Joe, hey, it's me. look, I voted for you. I'm trying to make this shit happen. And you expect him to do it. You're not going in there and being like, well, let me know. If I don't know. So where's the support system from the people who actually work in these environments? They are the people who in these offices. They are the people. All these black people with educational fucking degrees and all these construction fucking jobs. And it's just too much. It's not. You think they built the pyramids with the people who just stayed in the pyramid area? I probably bet it was people traveling from far distances to come over there and help and get that shit together. And all of them people, for all that time it took to build it, and now you can still look at that shit right now. So that's why I say it's a little crazy. Let's get back to it. You say, do Dr. Umar have a Cash App? You gotta look him up, bro. This the wrong conversation. New to my Cash App is called HoodFilms. All right, so we ain't gonna tell you to come to my channel and talk about somebody else's damn Cash App. You can check mine out in the comment section, and you can go grab me one and go send that to HoodFilms, because we got that all over the world. Hit the like button, show the love, make a comment, and definitely do a little voting. So let's get back to it. He said, SandFlex45 said, here's the only black male with substantial credentials and credibility that will be frank and not tiptoe around racism. The only one, and that's so true. I ain't even get into that SandFlex, because that's literally a whole nother conversation that the people that are complaining will never do. See, when it comes to being those two words, unapologetically black, he's the epitome of that. Him, people like I know Tariq Nasheed, they say he got like a white wife or she half-breed or something like that. So I'm not saying he's not black. I'm not saying that I hold that against him. I'm just saying that that's what the people say. But when you talk about this guy, he's not married now. Dr. Umar Johnson is not married, so you got to take that from him too, which means he's not raising a black family. So you love the black people, you got this stuff, but you don't have a wife and the kids and all that, basically meaning you're dysfunctional at this time in your life. You later in life, you're like 58, 47, like, well, when you going to get your shit together and be with somebody and raise a family? Not saying you have to. You can be fucking single for the rest of your life. But when you talk about raising a family and teaching kids something, where's your experience? Like, you can only talk from a clinical aspect, not from an experiential aspect, because you never had a family. So when the kid come in there is 9, 11, and 4, hey, my dad or my mama, you really don't have no experience like that. You didn't even have your own dad growing up. So now you want to teach people and train people, but you don't have no experience in that. That's not your actual exact knowledge where you can actually say, this is what I know. Just like when Obama was saying it should be gay people around somebody's son. Well, that's crazy for you to say when you never had your dad and you don't even have a son. So that's weird for somebody to actually listen to you. Now, you might do got a good message. Maybe they might make movies about that in the future. But technically, we can't take what you saying because you don't have no experience. You don't have a father. You didn't have a father. And you don't have no sons. So how the hell are we going to take your opinion? So it's the same thing like Dr. Umar Johnson. You want to train the children and teach them something, but you don't even have no damn kids of your own. So what are we listening to you for? So it's crazy, like, and you probably do got kids, but I'm saying like raising them up where they under your roof, not raising them up over there and blah, blah, blah. So, but that's because that's the kind of experience you will need to really galvanize people to follow you and listen to what you're saying. But I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break right now for 1 minute. I'm going to come back and read these messages. Stick with me, y'all. Let's go. All right, guys, what's popping? We are back. We are back. You rocking with your boy Hood. This is Black Outrage number 37. And we rocking with Dr. Umar Johnson. He cannot leave the news. So this is going to be a deep show. We're going to keep talking about it. Let me get back to the comment section as I promised. And definitely make a vote if you can. Hit the membership because we got a lot of stuff happening on the membership. And we got one of those goals happening where we'll do another stream tomorrow if you guys will help us out on a super chat and a super thanks. Showing love to us is definitely something that we appreciate. If you can support us, you know what I'm saying. So all right, with the comment section, we got Steve O'Stoner said, I don't like when people question his credentials. That man a real professor that saved my son from getting expelled from a white charter school. Now imagine that. That's actual human that actually has an actual experience with Dr. Umar Johnson. So from the phone number that he gave, that guy called him, and the guy answered it, and he helped him get his kid back. And that's something that you can't actually know is going to always happen, but it's a blessing if that can happen, because your child is being dealt with, and then you got to deal with somebody on the phone helping you. Because when you go to those schools, they coming at you like, we got to get them out of here. It's the rules. But you don't know the rules. So somebody got to explain it to you. So sometimes people be helping, but not necessarily the way you expect them to. You know what I'm saying? Latricia says, sir, you're saying more than a mouthful. Appreciate that. Steve Stoner, Umar got 2 kids, Hood. You're right. It's always a lot of baby mama drama. Plus his kids grown. Yeah, that's a fact. So it's like, and then when you see one of the daughters, I played her comment on here last time, she's angry. She's at that young 20-something age where she mad. She don't know that she gonna outgrow it. It's just but people deal with it at a certain age in their life, no matter who you are. But you really do be mad at your fucking family. You better be mad at your parent. It's like a rite of passage. It's gonna happen to everybody. For whatever the scenario was with your parents. You're gonna be fucking pissed. And it take time for that to outgrow it. It might take your 20s. You might outgrow it in your 30s, but you're gonna outgrow it. And then you be looking at your parent like, oh shit, they was only 27 when they was doing that. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why am I acting like this? Like, wait a minute, I didn't even have a kid at 27. My mama was raising me and and she had to work with you'll get more understanding when you get a little older. Of course, right at that point, you can't get it. So when you just how it works, God made it like that. Our brains only function the way it's gonna function. So that's what it is. So I'm gonna get back to the message with the guy and let him talk more, and we'll see what Umar got to say, and we'll get right into him talking about why his bank account was frozen. Let's go.
Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UmarThePsychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life.
So while he's online begging for money, because yet he's mixed up in another controversy. My question to Dr. Umar is this: you was just in Ghana dissing foundational Black Americans. You was dissing Black Americans that said that they're indigenous to this land. You said that it is either Pan-Africanism or not. So how many African nations, how many Pan-African countries are donating to your school, Umar? You mean to tell me Ghana couldn't give the president of Ghana, or they couldn't give you the money to get your school up and running? Maybe Tanzania, Uganda, Ivory Coast, all these countries.
And I'm to keep it all the way live. That is a super duper dope ass question. You can't not deny that question, no matter what side of the fence you're on. That is a serious question, because if you think about it, it's mad countries in Africa, and all of them look like us. They know we were here against our will and kept over here for 500 years. It ain't 5 cents coming from over there. Like everybody that broke. Like, I know it's some billionaires. I know it's some rich people over there. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And if he did say that, this is the reason why, again, our culture on this side. But, again, it's like, who else can you count on? It's almost like that. Think about it. Think about it. to get further more than just the donation and the money part. Let's get over that, because Umar Johnson is an individual. He's a human. He's a person. So that means he can have flaws, right? That means he can mess up. He can fuck up. He can do things, right? It can happen, right? We humans. But let's just look at the systematic, the element of the parts that has nothing to do with a human, has nothing to do with a guy or girl. So if the neighborhoods are fucked up and they can't be helped, and nobody got money like that, we take our money, we go outwardly, the money doesn't stay in our community, the swirl, we don't got no businesses. Every business in our communities is other cultures. Every corner is other cultures in our community, no matter what city you in, no matter what state you in. So then that means it's like a lot of people not working, not having, that's black, that's not able to go and contribute to America, because no corporations that they can go get hired from, unless it's a white corporation, a food corporation, a job downtown, or maybe some construction thing they building. But these are white things that they own. So when you come down to the black neighborhood, it's going to always be messed up. So you can't necessarily say, hey, Africa, y'all need to help us. Hey, white people, y'all need to help us. Or these other people that come to our neighborhood and open the stores, y'all need to help us. Everything has to happen internally. It has to happen within the people, with the people that's being affected by it, the people that actually understand what's going on. And to keep thinking that we can look externally because I might have a connection with them, or they might be cool with me, or we might be from there. They don't understand the shit. Look, you don't even see Africans living on the side of town that we live on. Forget fucking donating some money from another country, another continent. There's Africans in America who live in our states, in our cities, and they don't even live next door. They don't even live down the block. And if it's one or maybe four, it's not 40. It ain't happening for 40 years where we have some kind of real connection. It's not going to happen like that. It's going to happen inside the circle, inside our system. And if it don't happen like that, then it's not going to happen. So you can throw dirt at a Dr. Umar Johnson and say he's stupid, he wrong, he dumb, he didn't do the right thing. But the prisons is going to still be getting filled up with all the kids who can't find jobs because none of the corporations on the corner are open. None of the universities or schools is teaching them nothing like that. It's going to keep self-perpetuating, because we're going to sit back and see the messenger and say, he ain't a Capricorn? Oh my God. I only rock with Capricorns when it comes to education. Like, I can't, man, bro, wait a minute. You sag your pants. How you gonna be a professor with a saggy ass pants? I can't, look, that's just too much for me. I can't take it. But then you go to the schools that's owned by the dominant race, and then they'll have a Caucasian at that school that's addressed like a woman. And he'll be literally at the school, at the graduation, teaching kids from the time they was kids to grown. But he won't be in a white school. He won't be down by their schools. He won't be at their university. And then you come to the school thinking like, okay, let me come see. What the hell that white dude dressed in a woman's outfit on? Oh, that's Mr. Tom. That's Mr. Watkins right there. He teaching this motherfucker? It's a fucking dude in the whole, with makeup and every fucking thing, full throttle. But he not up north. He not down in the white neighborhood. He where your kids at. Where you said Dr. Umar Johnson is stupid and dumb, and he take the money and all he do is spend on horses. That's who teaching your kid. Now, if you down with that, you down with that. But then when it comes to the black part, you can't also be down with that, because that's not how it is in our culture. And you know it. It's not. That's why it's not a black dude dressed like a woman teaching in a white school, because they don't fuck around like that. That's how you kick it. You go your ass where you be, but you won't be down here teaching our kids shit. Now, if it's like that, where's the proof? Because I can prove that they at the schools where I'm from, dressed like that, makeup, hair, every fucking thing. Right in front of the kids, teaching them. I don't know. I'm not a kid. I'm not in the classes. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. But I know when I ride past, you can see him right there. Like, damn, it's crazy that they did that. But this is what's in the university, the colleges that we sit in our kids' school while we sitting up here dissing the black guy who trying to start. Maybe he ain't perfect. Maybe he do need some fucking therapy. Who the fuck cares? Well, you don't make him be a teacher. But the idea still need to happen. Maybe somebody need to hijack the idea. Maybe we need Jay-Z to do like he did with Kaepernick and say, hey, you know what? It's no more motherfucking kneeling. Maybe he need to come in there at 9 and say, it's no more donations. I'm going to go ahead and just get this school started. It's going to be named after me. It's going to be named Dr. Umar. You just be we'll put a picture of you on the wall. But it's going to be mine. Where's that at? It's not happening, because anything that happened as far as interrupting what white people got going on, which is your university, which is your college and education to get you implemented and set up to be a person in America, nobody's going to stop that. Nobody's going to block that. Not even us. We're not even going to stop it. We're not going to donate to somebody to open a school that don't have nothing to do with white people. That's crazy. That's why it don't exist. Maybe people are thinking that he got so much money, he refused to open it. He just got the building over there for nothing, and he don't really want to open it. Maybe that's what people believe, but without knowing for a fact, like, where's the investigative reporter? Like in the white culture, you got the white lady who will go down there with the cameras. They might have a hidden camera and shit. He's showing them around, you know what I'm saying? Then they pop up on the news like, and we were down there and this is what we found. It ain't no shit like that. We just taking a motherfucker word on it. We don't really, nobody down there in Delaware literally looking at his damn school. You know what I'm saying? So these are the type of things that probably should be more done before it's just throw rocks at a person. Because otherwise, why are we wasting our time with some damn school nigga? Just like I say, fuck them and leave them alone. But let's get back to dude's message. Let's go.
They couldn't help you get your school up and running, Umar? Where are the where are the millions of Pan-Africans throughout the world that can fund you to get your school? See, because you're dissing Black Americans, but we are the same people that you asking to help fund the school. But yet and still, you say that you're a scholar and you're all these things. But look at all the scandals that you're mixed up in. Why would I trust my children to be around you, right? Why would I trust that you can actually maintain a staff and get along with the people, the teachers? Why would I trust that? Look at the way that you behave. But remember when he got his citizenship to Ghana, right? Y'all remember this?
Marcus Garvey has been pardoned. Dr. Umar has his Ghanaian citizenship. I said Marcus Garvey has been pardoned. Dr. Umar has his Ghanaian citizenship. I said the most honorable, the right excellent Marcus Garvey has been pardoned, and the Prince of Pan-Africanism has his Ghanaian citizenship. Shout out to all my fellow Ghanaian Africans. Shout out to my Ashanti Africans and my Ga Africans, my Volta region Africans, my Kumasi Africans, my Accra Africans, my Elmina Africans, my fellow...
Yeah, he going a little too damn hard. Fucking Africans. That's just funny. I don't get a chance to see all this shit, so it's kind of hilarious seeing him cape, if you will, for them. But we're going to be right back in 1 minute, man. Let's get to a quick break real quick, y'all. Two, one, action. All right, y'all, we back. Black Outrage number 37. We talking about Dr. Umar Johnson and going crazy about him. Get back to the comment section. Noah was looking for Dr. Umar Johnson. Cashapp, he found it. Let me see. Some kids doing work says, Steve-O, why was the white charter school gonna suspend your son? Number two, excuse me, just because he did a solid for your son doesn't mean that he can do no wrong. And then Steve-O said, yeah, Dr. Umar hung himself on that one when he was talking about all of the Africans and all that stuff. He's talking about that moment. John Stevenson, what up, Tim? He back around. John Stevenson said, this man sure knows how to play the words to fool you. Y'all into it. And y'all pockets and help with a school he'll never open. Yeah, I mean, it's been 15 years. Like the guy said, this dude had a school about to open, and he said all these kids is grown and probably got kids by now. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Hit the like button to show some love. We're reading the comments right now, whatever we got left over here. Tim said, why you say that, John? Sandra Scantleberry, she said, what's good? And Tim said, hi to Sandra. So we got some voting going on. So far, we got a lot of votes, man. But what I'm talking about, these votes, it's so down the middle. It's a lot of votes in. How many damn votes came in? And it's still down the middle. How that many people think the same like that? It's not one dimensional. It's not one sided. It's right. It's so quick. It's like, man, some people think he not. Some people think he is. Like you got more just slightly saying he's not. You know what I'm saying? So and then more saying, but a lot of saying he is. So that's crazy right now. So keep the votes coming in because we're gonna talk about them votes and see what's going on with that. And we do got like 15 minutes later on the super chat, super thanks, show love, hit the like button, show love. I'm gonna get back to the message, but I was trying to find another message real quick. I'm gonna let Umar talk his stuff though. But let me just hit this real quick. That's crazy that you could put Dr. Umar Johnson fraud in there and a whole bunch of shit come up. It's like, damn. That's crazy. That's your name. Your name is so. It's like crazy. It's like, damn. But you know, it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody not perfect, man. I'm not saying he is doing nothing by the right way because I don't follow it like that. I know that he shouldn't have probably been taking so many people money if he would.
What's up, YouTube?
Well, you open the school. All right, let me find that. I gotta find that.
Check this out, man. On this right Dr. Umar thing, man.
All right, I'm gonna let this guy talk for a minute because he popped in quick. So let's get to him. This is the Music Recording Network, something like that. I think his name is podcast. We're gonna get right to it. Hit the like button, share the message. You know, I'm using that great technology to do this. Definitely vote for us. Definitely hit the super thanks, hit the super chats. Let's go.
I went down another rabbit hole.
Wait, we can't play, dude. He got music in the background, his ass out of there. They don't allow that, so you can't do that. So he got that music recording thing, no way. So anyway, I thought it was another message, but that wasn't the message right there. But we got another message. I got another message. It's crazy the way I like to do this podcast, which is basically look like they got music playing too. But the way I do the podcast is just not my opinion. We go to the opinion of other people that are talking about the same subject matter. But the way I got the technology is you don't have to just hear me talking about them or watch their video. You can see it play out for you in green screen, and that's what I do. So let's get to it. This guy's The Truth to Power with, that's the name of the talk.
I think it's very cowardly.
Let's go.
For a man to have an issue with another man, and instead of approaching that man, he approaches the females. You know, that's cowardice. That's not masculine at all. You know, I'm from that school. You got a problem with somebody, you pull that person up. You don't go to somebody close to them and pull them up. You pull them up on your own. So I just wanted to say that, you know, publicly, I think it's very cowardly for any dude. I don't even want to call him a man. I say any dude. You got a problem with a man, and then you go to the women, or you want to attack the women, you know, around that guy, you know, because you don't have the courage to approach that guy, so you attack the women around him, which is cowardice. So anyway, brother, before we jump into tonight's discussion, and family, you see the title.
Let's get to it.
Okay, and one thing you've never done is you've never allowed motherfucker to kill my voice. Right? Like you do what you do. We have had great conversation over, look, this is how I do my business.
Let's get to the conversation.
You can't keep that going. I said, how could he keep up with that? All for just donations. That's not the right thing. And so I called the school up, the college that he claimed he was gonna buy, right? And I asked him, I say, so do you have any buys for the school? They was like, no. I said, well, I thought Umar Johnson was gonna get the school. They're like, no, he just asked us to shoot a video outside the school. I was like, oh, man, really?
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, that's real talk. That's not no cut on that, because they kind of dropped the price. It was like $2 million or something, or $2.7 million, and they dropped it down to $1.2 million. Don't quote me on the exact numbers, right? And I'm like, man, so why can't he get that? And when I called him, he was like, no, he just asked to shoot a damn video. And then I knew. When I watched the video, I said, oh, he got him with the God thing. See, we're real weak when it comes to the God thing. We know the kind of pressure that was put on us with the God thing. Now, when I'm saying God, I'm saying, yeah, we all got beliefs. But when I'm saying God, right, to humans is a social system, right? A social cultural system. Veneration of your ancestors.
That's right.
In deep time. You feel me?
That's right.
So that's why religion is hard for people to accept. Coming out of Africa, that's the thing that we didn't cleave to. You might think we did, but we didn't, because it's replacement of your ancestors. The biblical text is an ancestor acknowledgement text, right? Think about it. Jesus Christ traces ancestry all the way back to Adam and Eve. Moses and Isaac and Jacob, all the way back to Adam.
What up, Walter? Yeah, he talking some good shit. This guy,
Let's listen to it.
I will admit that he is talking some good shit as far as. But I didn't know, and a lot of people did double check on Dr. Umar. They was actually calling the schools, and people have been doing that. But you know, I look at it a little weird too because it's like it's the internet. You know, I think that people play too much into things. You understand what I'm saying? And so the scammer word come, and then he does have the credentials of a person that's educated. So you would think that he gonna do the right thing, but or assume that he gonna do the right thing. But it's like technically he's not connected to none of those. You would want to say check and balances places. Like you can't call white folks on him and say, hey, this guy who worked down there, I gave him money for this thing and it's been 9 years, he still didn't do it. So it's nobody you could complain to because anybody could start a nonprofit organization. Anybody could ask for donations from random people. And to me, it shouldn't be nothing to make you or nobody upset. As long as you didn't spend no money and get scammed, then you shouldn't be pissed off about it. Because to me, it's so many people like that. I remember every year, matter of fact, every single year when the every single year when the holiday season come, I want to say like maybe for November 1st, every single year, I don't care what year it is, Salvation Army kick out and they come out to the corners and they literally, because I would be out there grinding my music and my movies and I would talk to the guy who out there and I was like, what they pay you? He said, yeah, they pay us an hourly fee. I'm thinking like, how the fuck? Because I was just new to the idea of it. I said, how can Salvation Army afford to pay you and all these other people standing on these corners an hourly fee? That's great. That's a lot of damn money. And I said, because they getting a lot of donations in. But see, when it comes to them, people automatically think because they white, they got to be doing something good. They got to be, it's up to them, they are doing the right thing. So why would we think to check them or double check them? No, that's dumb. They got to be doing the right thing, right? They white. So the Salvation Army collects all that money. Who gets to double check and see what they did with the money? Who get to collect it and see how much they collected? Where's the black person that get to run over there and say, thank you, Salvation Army. I gave, my auntie gave, my granny gave. Let's see how much y'all accumulated this Christmas. We let that shit go by and nobody say a word about it. So it's people making money, countless millions of billions of dollars, and it's nobody saying nothing. So even if he was a scammer or wasn't a scammer, that's smart as hell to come up with the same trick that everybody else is doing, and you can eat off of it. But the internet and everything is unforgiving. So that means if they snap out on you and go crazy, your bank will shut you down. They'll be like, hey, there's too much frack coming behind this shit about you. We won't shut you down. But my point about it is that nobody checks these other places. Nobody double ducks. Nobody. How much money is in that thing? They'll arrest your ass for asking that. I just want to know how much money is in this thing. Sir, leave him alone. You're going to jail. Nobody going to sit there and say, I'm standing here and I'm going to see with my camera how much money you and the rest of these people raised today. It's not. We go about our business. We don't think about it. It's white people. That's their stuff. They run the rich. Whatever they do with it ain't my business. Matter of fact, if you broke, you'll be like, I'm about to go get a job at Salvation Army this summer, this winter. You're not going to think that. We're going to think it's automatic. Like they're supposed to have money. They're supposed to have things. Why would I question this? But when it comes to a black person, it's like, wait, I gave you, whoa. What are you doing? Man, you still ain't got it. And they probably want to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? But again, when they say they saving whales, or like when I remember when I was watching TV as a kid, this used to be you watching a cartoon, so this used to make it be like, God, what the fuck, stupid ass commercial, and they would have a little black kid on there, and then in the cut, he had flies flying on him. We'd be cracking jokes like he had the flies flying on a little black kid, but the flies wouldn't fly away. They'd get on it and stay, and then they cut to the white man, he'd say, for 30 cents a day, you can feed this child. Think about it. That's only a cup of coffee. And they would play this commercial so fucking much. Man, you would be in this bitch like, God damn. And it would be long, because, commercials be like 30 seconds. That damn thing would be like a minute and a half. They didn't cut to him. He'd been up on a river. This nigga standing up on somebody's hut. It's all these people behind him, and then he popping up in the front. 1 cup of coffee. Can you imagine that? 30 cents. And then it put the words at the end, 30 cents a cup of coffee. Man, they made money off donations when I was growing up. Money. But ain't nobody even mention that in the comment section. Nobody even remember this shit. I definitely remember it. We ain't had no video games back then. It was just TV. So you set your ass in front of the TV when you woke up to you with the bed. So you know every fucking thing that happened on that bitch. So now I remember it. You can't tell me that it didn't happen. Now, did that guy become a celebrity on the internet today? Is that same white guy up there showing money and putting big bricks of dough to his fucking ear? No, he's not. He's sitting somewhere, if he's still alive, in some rich environment. And he like, we fucked them up with them donations, didn't we? Because it's free to do. Nobody can blame you or get mad at you for accumulating money from people who want to give it to you. That's just the way it is. If you want to go on Target or Walmart, nobody is standing in front of you saying, stop. What are you going to do? Because, you know, Reggie and them got all that down there. They don't do that. You can't come up to nobody building and be like, hey, you know, y'all, we got socks and drawers in here. You can't even sell nothing close to these people companies. So to think that somebody is super scamming for coming up with the hustle that everybody has made money from since I've been a kid, it's just hard for me to accept it. Now, I ain't saying he legitimately going to do the right thing with the money because I don't know the nigga. But again, to say that he just completely scamming is a little off when all these other folks get to do it and then we just show love, or then somebody tell you, drop this check off to them. And you still got to say, Salvation Army, damn, Granny, how much you giving them? Oh, I give them $150 every year. You like, what the fuck? I ain't never seen you even go down to the building. But this is the truth. People do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing you can complain about. So let's get to the conversation. And hit the like button and make some votes. Hold up. Let's hit the like button. Let's make some votes. FDMG. Excuse me, y'all. But I don't know if you saw the name of the last guy who came in on the comments. And I've been waiting on you, bro. I've been trying to get an album released for a long time. So hit me in the comments or hit me behind the scenes. We're going to just drop this mixtape. And it's crazy, too. If you got the records, I got the songs. Yo, y'all hit me up with the votes. And that's just funny to see the name, FDMG Scam Records. And you wouldn't even believe that Umar is literally the executive producer of all the songs. He literally go and make sure you're using real Pan-African beats before you put anything out. So I've been hearing about that. Let's get to it.
It's not hard, man. Like John B. Clark was super solid, man. Amos Wilson, super solid. I always gravitate to the super solid dudes, right? Anybody that will talk about science in a coherent manner, right? Regardless of what they got wrong, right? I'm a super solid. I'm a mess with them, okay? Because it's fair. It's par for the course. But they wasn't doing all that. And they told you who was actually scamming.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're doing too much, man. Like it don't take you 10, 12 years to get a school the way you're doing it take forever because you cannot have a school the way you're doing it. So I knew the business model was crazy. You couldn't have brought that to the white community because they automatically know how money's supposed to work and flow. You can.
I'm gonna have to shut dude up because he going too hard, caping for the other side. But look, let's read what Steve O'Stoner said. He said nobody calls in checks where the resources are going from the Salvation Army. And then doing work said, I'm white and I check. Duh, wouldn't you? Who would have thought you didn't? Before I give to a charity, it's public knowledge. Now here's the other part. You would be surprised how much the administrative fees and salaries take of the donations. Now let's go back to that point again. You would be surprised how much administrative fees and salaries take of the donations. So when it comes to Salvation Army, white corporations, it's automatically implied and it's public record that there's administrative fees and salaries. But when it comes to the black guy, he's scamming. He took the money, he ran off with it. So why isn't the same grace put out? Like I don't get it. I don't understand. How is it, if it's public knowledge, then why can't nobody look up what Dr. Umar Johnson doing? He got a physical building over there. Nobody actually went and seen it. Nobody took photos. Nobody touched the building, touched the brick, didn't see if it's really his. You know what I'm saying? Like he just stopping in somebody's school and running through that motherfucker and then getting out before the people come. Like what's really happening? You know what I'm saying? So, but if it's administrative fees for those corporations, then I'm just going to believe it's administrative fees for anybody else's. I'm not going to look at the black guy and say, hey, show me your, I don't know if you got administrative fees. What's your administrative fees? But, oh, Salvation, well, you know they got to happen. They got to happen because look at all them people and look at their colors on their jackets and they got to do it for that building. But not the same understanding when it comes to the black dude. He got to be scamming because you know why? He didn't tell me what he did with that money last Tuesday. And if I could have saw him do it, then see now white people, they don't do that. You heard what he just said. He about to give white people all this plug and all this grace, and he don't even work for them, don't know nothing they doing behind the scenes, don't know no scams they up to. He just see they buildings. He just see the height and the size of what they do. 80 people standing right there. 14 people standing in front of stores as you walk down the street with Salvation Army things. And let me go back to the point. I want to clear this up. I'm not dissing the Salvation Army. I'm not talking down on the Salvation Army. I'm not talking down on charities. I'm not talking down on people who do charities. That's not what this conversation is. I'm using them as an example. I use saving the whales. I use saving dogs. It's just charities. It's not necessarily that corporation or that company, because I support them. I rock with them. I love them, and they support people around. And it's family members that I have that actually work with them. And my grandmother, when she passed, they actually did her funeral on the Love, and this is in 1998 for sure. So I remember that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not dissing them. It's just that visually and mentally, they just popped in my mind. So I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, the Salvation Army ain't right, and they couldn't be filled, and they're not official. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not even saying that giving donations and charities ain't official. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just bringing that as an example in the conversation. So I just want to clear that up so that we can be on the same wavelength. I appreciate y'all rocking, and the votes is coming in crazy. Y'all going crazy on the votes. I appreciate that many votes coming in. Is Dr. Umar Johnson a scammer? You can vote right now. I'm going to let this guy finish his thought on this conversation before we move on.
You can only get a marginalized community with this scam. I'm telling you, nobody else will go for it, because we have hope, right? We have dreams, but they won't pour that money into the programs that's real, that we know is popping right now.
That's right.
Conscious ingenuity, that's
right.
popping. STEM, right? We're gonna be rocking in Georgia. Next time, Camp Come Georgia.
That's
They
right.
all around.
That's right.
Conscious
North
ingenuity.
North Carolina, South Carolina. We doing Atlanta, Georgia. We're already in California. And so, yeah, and like you said,
so they
people
talking
want to
about
donate to Umar. He got millions of dollars. But what about these authentic programs right here?
You can't see
for the
what they're
babies?
showing. But
You
that's
know,
true shit.
Just this summer, Conscious Ingenuity.
But see, that's true as she said. What about all these other corporations? But then again, this where Umar Johnson is able to step bounds over people because he has the celebrity. The celebrity is a big matter. So do you got to get out there and put your face out there to get these people out there? They think it's called Welcome to Conscience Ingenuity Institute. Conscience Ingenuity. As she said, North Carolina, Atlanta, that's, I guess, where they at. So, but how would you know about these things? And then how would they get to the landscape of the people in the world? And I would believe that there's a lot of people who try to hook up with Dr. Umar Johnson and do stuff, but I don't think he trusts people, and I don't think that the people maybe even legitly, work with him, or maybe he just a bad person to vibe with. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk to him and you can't get through to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't seem like he's able to get that school going, and we trying to dissect it right now. So we're gonna be right back after this little quick message. Y'all give me 1 minute, and I'm gonna pop right back in, and we go into every element of it. All right, y'all. What's poppin'?
Imagine being able to build anything just by
I
thinking
got a
about
loud
Base
talker.
40
Shut up. All right, y'all. Well, I'm back. This your boy Hood. We at Black Outrage podcast number 37, and we rocking. We talking about Umar Johnson, his scam allegations, fraud, his bank fraud. The guy got some bad news and everything popping on his end. So we're letting the people talk about it, the people that's out there in the world, people that donated, people got opinions. You know, the internet is so worldwide that so many people get to see you and get to hear your message and talk about, learn about what you're talking about. So him saying helping kids and talking all this positive stuff for so many years is reverberated out. And now it's like anything that I didn't think he was going to become a celebrity to that extent. I just didn't see that. I was thinking like, you know, obscure professor going to start a school and then some kids going to go in Philly. I didn't never think he was going to be like this worldwide known phenomenon that he's damn near bigger than who I don't even know nobody, especially on the black side, that he's bigger than. Because, you know, when I was a kid, in order to be big on the black side, you had to already have been effective back in the 70s or the Panther time, or you was doing something in hip-hop. Because at that time, when I was a kid, black music, or hip-hop, I'm sorry, was about blackness. So everybody was talking black people shit, you know, even everything was about that. So, and it lasted for mad years. So I didn't think that I even think that he would have to use rap or music to connect to so many people. You know what I'm saying? But the internet is just one of them places that you don't really necessarily have to have a talent or even to be legit or even have proof or even be something that somebody could come back and say, I was there as a witness. You can just literally just say it a bunch of times online and convince the people, whoever watching you, to believe what you're saying. And then here come the donations, here come the money. And so the people who mad at him, it's almost like the internet did it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what the internet is. This is what today's times is. It's like if you go out there with your message, maybe you should look at it and figure out what your message is. You might not want to start a school. You might want to start a rodeo. You might want to start a boxing school or something. That might be your interest, but you can see that a person go out there saying, "Hey, this gonna be for us. This gonna be," and everybody was like, "Here," because he couldn't even be this famous if nobody gave him money. But the internet is so big. Nobody knows how much money he made. And then him coming out there saying, I got robbed. Do you know how many people would look at that as a victim or see him as a victim and say, damn, they not me and you. They not in our mindsets. They don't have our conscious level. They're just going to be people and hear about this and have money and be like, you know what? I know that guy ultimately, he's just going through a tough time right now. It's a rough patch in everything you try to start, and just send him dough. And he can sit back, oh, $5,000, $3,000, $300, $60, $80, $250, $3, $9. It's just accumulate, and then it never stop because it's the internet. So it's like tomorrow somebody sends some money, another week, 2 days, 3 days, 3 in the morning somebody sends some money. It's like 4 a.m. and it's daylight in another part of the world. Check money coming in. You just getting a ting, 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 ting. So you can see why having that bank is very important. You can't not have no bank problems because you basically are a corporation like a McDonald's or a Walmart. It's like money never stopping. You're not even selling a product. It's not like you fixing something, waiting for a shipment, and then you delivering or you making sure that it's packaged up correctly. You have to double check and make sure that none of this stuff. It's just basically put the message out there, collect. Well, let's try it. Let's see if it works for me. This is HoodFilms. This is my shirt. You can actually purchase one, or you can just donate on Cashapp, Venmo. What's the other ones? Zelle. I don't care. Whatever they do, any area where you can send money is under my company, HoodFilms, and you can do it right now. I might not start a school. I'm gonna keep it real. You're not even gonna hear me say that because I'm not even gonna do nothing like that with the money. I might make a movie though, and it could be a school in the movie. How about that? I'll make a movie and I'll make sure it's a school in it. Let's do that. And then so send money now. And if I say that like 60 trillion more times, I don't know if he said it that many times, but if you could just convince the 6 billion people on the planet that they can send you money, they will. But I mean, sending money even has a bad effect because even when sometimes they kill black people, it be like this thing that the white people do where they send the person who did it a lot of money. Or even when the lady cussed out some child and it was like she got all this money. You know, it's like, so it's not like everybody taking money in a foul way, but sometimes they give money in a foul way, in my opinion. So it's like crazy. So I'm gonna let this guy give us a little bit of his message. His name is what is this guy again? His name is this is my first time seeing him. The Saint. So he gave a message about Dr. Umar. We're gonna look at it and listen to it right now. But you gotta hit the like button. You gotta share the message. You gotta hit me up in the comments and make a vote. The votes is running up to it. I see them now. Man, the poll is, y'all going hard on the vote. Y'all going hard on the vote. I appreciate that vote. We'll talk about the voting in a second. What's the, I guess, ultimate decision. And let's get to the conversation. Man, they smoked me right with a commercial as soon as I hit it. 5-second one, you know how quick they go.
This is high level right here. Listen.
Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and
This is the
myself,
lie. Here we go.
I have never asked the people for $1.
We already heard that
Black
shit.
neighborhood, and I donated from my small salary.
So he did, though.
He's been saying this for a long time. So Queen Mother Ifa Tunde is his mother, his biological mother. Is that correct? Fascinating.
But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank. Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Doc. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Canadian Africans.
Who else? Well, stuff, because what he's trying to establish in your mind is the idea that, hey, I'm not always just begging for money. I also give out money. I'm a supporter of the community and of my friends and family. In fact, just this morning, one of my homies who will remain nameless as they don't exist, they asked me, Dr. Umar, for money. And, so I wanted to help them. So I went into my bank account, which, mind you, is not usually how you send money to one another, right? You usually would use Venmo or PayPal. So you wouldn't need to log into your bank account. So we know you're lying already. But go ahead, Umar, tell us how one of your friends reached out to you, asked you for money, and you were more than happy to give it, except that you found out your account was froze.
Just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left.
Now, that didn't make any sense, right? No one has to check their balance between to give a friend some money. Let's be real here. Unless your friend is asking you for 7 figures or more. Excuse me, I'm sorry. What is it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, for 4 figures or more, you shouldn't have to check your balance no matter who you are, right? You should have some sense of the ballpark of how much money you have. So this story already doesn't add up. The boy's a bald-faced liar talking about my friend asked me for money, so I had to check my balance. Word, Umar? Listen, Umar, with the amount of media exposure that you have, the number of talks that you do around the world, despite your gambling addiction, I know you're addicted to slot machines. I know that as a fact. But aside from that, you should be a multi-millionaire. You should have.
I agree with you, Stoner. Hey, that's so true. People think that this nigga should be super rich, and that's true, man. Come on, you got a PhD, you got all. Here goes Steve Stoner, Steve O. Stoner right now. He said he don't just ask for donation. He has a New York best-selling book. He's an author as well. Umar writes books to help kids against racist white school systems. So there you go right there. It's like he got money coming in. And I think a lot of people, and I think he got like 3 or 4 books, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and people are reading his, he got a name, it's so famous. So it's like the stuff sells itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to really promote it or do nothing. You just already, the people know who you are, and then they want to help you get your name further out there. This is my brand right here. I want you guys to take a second and go cop one of the shirts. We got all sizes. You can get one. They'll deliver it right to you. Printful is actually creating them and sending them out to you. We got other stuff on the shop as well, and we ask for you guys' support to keep the show going, keep us rocking out here and making dope content for you, and staying on doing long-winded videos like we doing streaming like the shorties be doing. So and yeah, but I agree with Steve O'Stoner, man. The guy got money. Some kind of way he got money coming in. And I don't know how he gave up on it or messed the money up like he said. They claiming he did, you know what I'm saying, or he doesn't have it to show, you know what I'm saying. But it's kind of crazy, but you know, and it's still dead even on the voting. And imagine that 83 votes came in. That's a lot. That's a great amount of people. That's over 50. Like a lot of people just came in here and made a point over the time, and they all just agreed that it's dead even. It's like, is he a scammer? Is he not? And you would think that from the consensus of a lot of people are saying, because if you click a video, nobody's coming from the perspective that I'm coming from, that it's other people who make money in this world using donations, and you might not know exactly what's going on with their money as well. But people with him being having a celebrity, and a lot of those corporations from, I'm not going to say their name again, but let's just say, I don't know, Saving Antarctica. You might not necessarily see the person that's the person behind the brand or behind the, I remember one time I was at the park in Chicago smoking some weed. and we were at Washington Park. Now at this time, I'm filming the people at the car shows and shit. So it's early. It was early before everybody got there. So I'm just up there posted, smoking some weed. And I seen some people, they had a camera too. I'm up there with my film camera. And they had a camera too. It's white people though. And so I went over there, you know, I got my camera. I'm like, well, what y'all filming? This the black neighborhood. Like, what the fuck? Now, I know they got the university, you know, it's like University of Chicago, like fucking 3 feet from over there. But we over here in the black section where everybody come with the cars and shit. And this is like where the black people be at. So I asked them, I'm like, what y'all doing over here? And the white lady, she was like, oh, we're saving the dandelions. I said, what the fuck you just said? She said, we're saving the dandelions. We're doing a video about saving dandelions. And I said, dandelions in the grass? She was like, yeah. I said, I never heard of no shit like that before. She was like, yeah, they do this healthy shit and blah, 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 blah. I was like, so y'all came out with the camera to film this shit? She was like, yeah, it's like summertime. And I was like, damn, saving the fucking dandelions. That you talking about people who ain't got shit to do. I mean, it was a shock to me because I had never heard of nothing like that. But that's a fact, and it actually factually happened. There was like 2 or 3 people with cameras at the park, and I went and spoke to them, and she said they're doing a thing on saving the dandelions. I don't know if y'all ever saw it. Somebody in the video may have saw that documentary they was making at some point, or you also save dandelions. But my point about it is, who's gonna bust her out on the internet and say, bitch, there's dandelions in my backyard. How the fuck y'all saving them? Oh, I got some right here, come get them. Be a people person for the people, and then instead of being for the people here in America, you got this conversation coming in like, let them talk real quick. Dr. Umar, what you got to say?
Ghanaians, oh yes, our pleasure to the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Yeah, I had a
We
phone
got
call
school
came
to
through
finish
my
for
phone.
black boys. I said I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We got a school to finish for black boys, and we're going to finish the school for black boys. FDMG is coming. Get on the bus or get ran over. Get on the Black Star Line or get ran over. We in the building. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. I said paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Send that check of money on the payable to FDMG Academy. Because you could be...
Are you like the millions of
Hey,
Americans who have
I
recently
will say
opened
that.
up their auto
Hold
insurance
up,
bill?
shut up. He is one of the dopest people when it come to promoting himself. So if nothing else, he a master promoter. If he started a school on promotions, people got to go sign up, and he'll make his money that way. Like an orator and be out there talking and speaking about your brand and put it out there. That guy is fearless. I sometimes have a little uncomfort saying, yeah, get the t-shirt, y'all. Yeah, you know, we on sub because it's my first time really doing it. I'm not normally online doing that. You know, obviously it's the way the world works today. Versus I would be on the street telling people, hey, what's up? You want to buy my shirt? Check it out. You know, if they got time, they come holler at me and blah, blah, blah. But now it's online. I'm not seeing you. I don't know how you look. I don't know what's going on in your life. Like, I can't see you eye to eye. I can't make you laugh from a joke. You know, I don't know what you dress like. You can kind of see what I'm dressed like. But it's like, it's a difference than compared to where you outside. It took me about 20 minutes to get down there to the spot to go hustle. And then we out there all day. We might have a table this time. We might not. The people tapping the thing or they using the phone to buy it. So, you know, give it to us. It didn't take a preparation time to create it. Like, it's like I got to sit there, put the thing together, whether it's editing a movie or music or a shirt or whatever. But then the thing is different. Well, today, it's like, okay, you just put the thing together, you design it all. These people ship it in, they ship it to the people. You don't know the addresses, you don't know the people names, you don't, unless they show it on here and then they show you, hey, it's me, I got one. I'm like, oh, okay, because otherwise these white companies control it. That's what happened. I don't have shit to do with it other than the design. And so that is cool, but it's different from when you had to get up early to make sure you had the shit made, the hours it took to create it, the hours it took to print it, the hours it took to package it, the hours it took to get there. So it's just a difference. And you got to be ready to move and switch up with the times, you know, the way things happen. You can't be like, oh, no, I'm going to stand right here still. I want to not do that. Now, I'm tired of how we used to be. See, the way we used to do it, you can't, the world don't work like that. The used to is over with. You know what I'm saying? So you get to know the new thing. And if it means getting on here, talking like this and presenting the same products that I used to produce or create, but talking to people who I can't see, and you know, I don't even know what you look like or what your voice sound like or whatever. What it would be normal triggers for me to, you know, communicate is that it's gone. So I'm basically just talking to a screen, and on the other side of the screen is you and other people like you. So it's like, okay, that's the way the world is. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna be looking at other people's shit all day long and all night and tomorrow and every other day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way the world works today. So with Umar being a thief and a scammer, it's kind of like we want to investigate to see if this is true. I don't know because I don't know him. And I would assume he was rich because he does travel around the world and he does speeches. And from his own admission, he does the speeches for free. He said that. So I don't know if it's true. He said, I do the speeches for free. So that means the people might pay for his flights and his hotel, you know, and then he come do the speech for free. Because we got to think about it. It's for kids, it's for mothers, it's for children. It's like, I can't come down and be like, it's $80 to see me talking. You got to get food and, you know, take care of the kids. I'm trying to help you take care of your children as a school psychologist. So I can't be like, yeah, it's $90 to visit me and a plate, you know, whatever. I mean, people could hit you like that. But I guess that's probably how he feels like he's not scamming, because he's not even charging the people who he's helping. He's not coming up and saying, hey, I helped you out. It's gonna be, and if he is charging, maybe it's a flat rate, maybe it's a small number, but it's not like you have to go and viewers gonna really get one of them advocates to come down there and, you know, they got an advocate building and then he gonna come down there, she'll be there on time, and it's you don't know who it's gonna be, and some old lady perhaps walk in and you be like, oh, how you doing? I'm Mr. Johnson. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time you're meeting him. So with this way of doing things, it's just not probably somebody else has done it before him. You know, it's crazy. Steve O'Stoner said, when you're a revolutionary, they want you to die broke like Brother Malcolm. Peace be unto him. That's true. Yeah, and that's a fact too. You know, you're not gonna have, like I said, it's not two Dr. Umar Johnsons. It's not. It's over 300 basketball players. It's over 300 football players. You know, maybe more. It's everything. If you think about it, even at your job, it's other people with the same title as you. No matter what job you got. Every single job, even the president. It used to be an old president, and it's a new president. So nobody else got this kind of job where they saying, I'm going to be an educated psychologist with a PhD. I'm not going to work for Caucasian companies. I'm not going to be at their universities or schools or hospitals or clinics. I'm going to start my own thing, and it's going to be like this. Where is the twin? It got to be a double. It got to be a doppelganger. It got to be two other people, because as far as we know, and we all know this to be true, when you get your PhD and your family in there clapping, and they be like, oh my God, it was a lot of work. And then you start saying, now I'm going to start helping black kids. They say, what the hell you say? Boy, you got to get a job now. You got to work, and you got to pay that money back, and you got to, no, the internet here. I'm finna get online. I'm finna talk to them. Listen, that's dumb. Get a job. What's the name? Now you talk to that doctor. He was your friend. And y'all, he could help you. And you sit back like, dang, what? But technically, he did do that. He said he worked as an assistant principal at a school and a psychologist for 20 years. That's his, what they call that, where you have to, I guess when you get those kind of degrees, you got to have actual time in those kind of jobs. So that's that time. So then after you can do that, then you can bounce up out of there and kind of do what the hell you want to do. So if the internet is around now and you tell people your idea and it blow up, it's almost like you can't control the internet. It's like it did what it did. Like, I didn't know this shit was going to turn out like this. So, but I'm going to let old boy talk about it, because he going crazy on Dr. Umar. And I still want to hear his conversation before we get out of here. Make sure you like button, hit the thing. Internship, yeah, that's what it's called. Yep, that's what he was doing at that company. But it's not more of an internship, because he actually was getting paid. It's like a real job. I forget, they got it. It's like a it's a word. Residency. That's what they call it. When you get your PhD, when you get your degree, you got to have a residency, which means you sit at this this job, this your spot now. And he did that. You know what I'm saying? So now he could pop up out of there and be like, I can do what I want to do, because I got the degree, I got the years, I got the time, I help people. Now I know what I'm talking about. So again, we've never seen a celebrity PhD psychologist. We've never, especially a hood motherfucker from Philly. Like, everybody with a PhD is gonna be bougie. They're gonna be sitting with their legs like this every time they sit down. They're not gonna ever be posted up like this, chilling. I don't give a damn when they sit down. They're gonna be sitting down. They could get arrested. They're gonna be in the motherfucking jail thing, like. You know, this is how those kind of people are going to be most times, because they got to be in those realms, in those rooms. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the message. Hit the button up again. We getting more votes coming in, and appreciate y'all rocking out with us. Let's go.
Ass man stinking.
Now see, Umar Johnson is the reason why I wear my nerds over nigga shirt. Umar Johnson is the very reason. Because you could be a very educated brother, but still be that guy, man. I think he has mental health issues. I think that scholastically he's brilliant, but he's not operating on all levels, right? Now he's online responding to the haters after he came on and said how they froze his accounts and everything because he was trying to make excuses, right? Now he's talking like this.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Big brother Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I said, this is your big brother King Kong consciousness. I said, this is your big brother intercontinental Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans at? I'm wearing my Haitian flag today. Where my Haitian Africans? To my day one, ride or dies. Thank you. To the haters, the instigators, the defamers. That's all I'm gonna say. To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all I'm gonna say. We ain't got no more words, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. The accounts are still frozen. We're looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bank is giving us the runaround. We ain't got our check back. So we're about to operate attorneys. Attorneys is about to get involved because we were told that when your account gets canceled, you're supposed to get your refund check for the amount that was in the account. We have not received that yet. So there's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. They messing with our bills. They messing with our automatic payments. They messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. A lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm only going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, but I'm going to say this to the Ifatunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters. We're going to rekey them classroom doors. We're going to lay this tile down. And we're going to apply for the certificate of occupancy. Do anybody got a problem with what I just said? Pause right there. Let's take a quick break. Give me 1 minute because he just told you the next phase of his school. And that's what I've been wondering. Like, what everybody mad at the nigga, but what the hell level is he at it? So we'll be back in 1 minute. Let's make this thing happen. Dang. And we're going to talk about them voting because it's crazy on the votes right now. 1 minute. Let's go. Wow. All right, y'all, we are back. We are back. Black Outrage. We going crazy. You know what I mean? He said, John Stevenson said, nobody tried to hack your account, paying goofy. This nigga going crazy. Hey, James Mullen said, there is Prince Hall Freemasons, but they don't. He said, but they don't know you never say this. That's crazy. He said, anyway, let's go back to the message, man, because that's a lot. But on the voting, we had a dead heat. It's literally locked in 50-50 on the votes. You know what I'm saying? That's almost 100 votes too, y'all. So who gonna break the tie? Because it's literally 50-50. I mean, it's literally, is Dr. Umar Johnson a scammer? Let me ask the question again.
Is Dr. Umar Johnson a scammer? That's the question in the poll. Let me know right now. It's 50-50. I haven't seen it be 50-50. And I thought that it would be in one or two directions. But right now, somebody got to break this somebody got to break this even. It's too many people in here for this to be this even. Hit the super things. Hit the super chats. Definitely show some love. Hit the like button. And definitely scam Lydia say scammer. Okay, so she broke it. She broke it. She broke it. There you go. Lydia said he's a scammer. He is a scammer. But let's let him say what he got to do again, because he just told us exactly what he got to do. The next phase of where Dr. Umar Johnson is in his school. He just said it literally. Now it's out of his mouth. It ain't like nobody lying on his behalf. This is exactly what he said, what he has to do next. I'm sure somebody got some in this comment section that knows something about schools, that maybe your family knows something about schools. You know what he's about to say, exactly what those elements and those steps are. So let's try to break them down, because he said them himself. Let's go again. Let's hit it right now, and keep them votes coming and them like buttons popping. Let's go.
See them classroom doors. We're going to lay this tile down. Book of Negroes. We still working on the renovations, brothers and sisters. We're going to rekey them classroom doors. We're going to lay this tile down. And we're going to apply for the certificate of occupancy. Do anybody got a problem with what I just said?
Now, hold up. What the? Hey, because I don't believe me. I don't know what the hell. And I know what towel is. And then rekey doors. I know what that means. So that's two of them. So the other one was called certificate of occupancy. Let me just see what the hell that is, because I don't know. Certificate of occupancy. You got to apply for this. We said occupancy. All right, so let's see. Let me put apply in there too, though, because that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I see it say foreign right there, but it just, I guess he in Delaware. Matter of fact, so I might as well just put Delaware up there, right? He in Delaware. I don't know what city, but he said he in Delaware. So right now they saying a certificate of occupancy in Delaware is two. How many steps is it? 2 steps. It's It be tweaking on me, y'all, on the audio, so it's just a phone call, so don't tweak on me. Complete the application form, submit the application, pay the prescribed fee, wait for the process, and it take 1 to we back. We was frozen for a split second, but we back right now. So yeah, and so I said it's only 4 steps, but you got to pay, you got to complete the form, submit the application fee, and submit the form, and then wait for the process, and it takes 1 to 2 months for the process to happen. So, but you know, obviously you can't have the occupancy form done until you're able to confirm that you're able to get the pay all the stuff ahead of time, like the the doors, everything got to be up to par before you apply for that. So, but is he gonna get it? And that's really what I think he'd be making more money for the school if he was blogging his process, because it's really a phenomenon. You know, the first black school in America, from his opinion and his statements. It would be a phenomenon to see him actually creating that and building it, but he don't seem to be putting too much effort into filming it and putting it out there to us so we can see it happening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it took him 10 to 15 years to do that. John say, hey, yeah, and it's only 2 months that it take, right? But I mean, you still got to have the school up to a level that is to standard, because otherwise they ain't gonna give you the damn occupancy. You can fill the form out all you want to. They're gonna be like, what, boy, if you don't get the hell out of here now. You can't no damn school like that. So you got to figure out how you going to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? See, Black Power USA. What's good, my brother? What's good, Bruce? You right here? You shot in here? What's good with you, boy? USA, we popping. Steve O'Stoner said he can't blog it too much. He already sabotaged by white systems and his own black people. Damn, see that? So it remind me of when we was out there selling the music, where you see everybody making money. You got the guy over there selling marijuana sticks, and you got the people over here selling hot dogs. You got the people over here selling popcorn, and then you got your product, and everybody walking past you, and then they going standing in them lines, and you be like, damn, you don't see my shit, motherfucker. Hey, I'm right here. And they be like, I'm over here, man. And you understand it. They don't be expecting to see you. I'm not advertising to that level. I don't have like this shit that run through your commercials all the time. And then you finally see me like a Pepsi or a Coke, whatever. But, but the people who are interested in it. It might be somebody from another country, might be like Australia. He'd be like, damn it, oh my God, you got hip hop, you got shit from black people. I gotta take this back. Oh my God. Or a person that's leaving to go to China and they'd be like, man, I'm finna leave town. I don't have none of this shit, man. This to be the last moment that I get some shit. Let me buy it. And so it's like the thing be for different people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. You know what I mean? Lydia says something of a phenomenon, huh? Give it up for beauty of the black. Okay. She going crazy over there. She having a nice little afternoon. Let's get back to it, y'all.
I'm only talking to my supporters and donors. If you're not a supporter or a donor, hop off the live. See, everybody talking is YouTubian struggle streamers who don't donate. I ain't heard a slander yet from somebody who actually donates. All I see is jealous people, envious people, opportunists, instigators, YouTubian struggle streamers. Nobody hating is a donor. Nobody hating is a donor. Don't you find that funny? Nobody slandering us is a donor, brothers and sisters.
That's a fact, Steve-O Stone. That's a fact.
And we looking into all that right. Say it all right now, but there's going to be retribution. We just got to prove a couple things. And if we can prove a couple things, some people going to be in a whole lot of trouble, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. E5 Tunde Nation, stay calm. But this is what I want to say. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG.
Let's go. PayPal HoodFilms. Let's go.
Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
Let me just say this with the black community, because for too many years we had charlatans all in our communities. If you are a black person, you want to grab the microphone and stand up on your soapbox and say that you can do this and you can do that and you're going to do this and you're going to do that, you have to produce. We have too many orators, too many great speakers, but not enough producers, not enough production, right? And for far too many years, our community is suffering from that because we don't have enough doers, right? It's so bad in our communities. We've been conditioned to believe that a man's masculinity is the head below the belly button and not the one above the neck, right? Not his ability to produce, but his strength through his sexual prowess. That's the way we look, and that's the way our women gravitate towards those men. So he can come out and he can say a bunch of affirmations towards women. He can start to speak firmly and boldly and strong, and women get sexually attracted to that. They get attracted to that, not his production. None of these women have stopped and said, wait a minute, brother. You've been talking like this and making love to my ear and my emotions and my feelings for so long, but you haven't produced the things that you said that you were going to produce. Because in our communities...
But that ain't what celebrity is all about. Come on, man. Celebrity is not about producing. Celebrity is about standing there being a celebrity. The celebrity is never the producer. So the women that like Dr. Umar, it's just they're going to like him because of his look and the way he looks as a leader. They're not going to like him because he's scamming or somebody think he's scamming. My man, I rock with bro. I ain't going to lie. I rock with bro. But I believe he's a little hater on this, on a little bit, some of that. You know, not everything he's saying. Street Media TV, I rock with him heavy. And I want y'all to rock with him too, because I use his content actually to bring my videos tonight because I like his conversation. He's articulate and he can talk the conversations that I can like expound upon. Steve-O Stoner said, well, somebody, I think the lady said something like, I'm a producer in the community. Okay, here we go. Nobody black stand calm. Bring it back. Steve-O Stoner said, bro, it's literally podcasting and not producing real results and slandering the next man. Factimonium right there. And what can you say? Because he's being the orator that he doesn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the message is everybody has the message. Again, it's freedom of speech to dog the person out because they're using the power that they have and that's their voice. It's like, I mean, I can't agree with everything anybody says. So that's just, again, one of those components where I'm like, I don't rock with him on that point, but I do rock with on Street Media TV, one of the smart dudes in the game. And I randomly found him, like nobody told him about his channel. Steve-O Stoner said he probably strong. He could build him school himself. He going crazy on Street Media. What's up? Lydia said, get in there. We out here trying to function. Yeah. All right. Hey, that sounds like a rap song. She might want to get signed to FDMG Records, boy. I like that little sound she was making right there. Let's see what my boy got to see. Yeah, but we don't know what's up with man. But I'm gonna tell y'all one amazing thing, which is awesome. We got 100 votes in right now. So this is it. We got 100 votes, man. Well, let's see what it is right now. 100 votes. Wow, but it's even though. It's still even. So right there, that lets you know. That could actually finalize the thought right there. Half the people think Umar Johnson is a scammer, and half the people think he's not. So I think that right there is the whole conference idea. That if you look at just the random folks that's all out there that's making a decision, I think they all conclude that he's probably evenly. You'll find a lot of people that's going to say he's scamming. You'll find a lot of people that'll say he's not. You know, a lot of ways I don't see it as a scam because I believe it's more people who's made way more money than what Umar Johnson made from what the hell he got going on. But I know. Whoa, hold on. Some shit playing. You know, get that bullshit off of here, get that goofy. I don't like when they do me like that. They try to crash my computer and play somebody fucking music. But I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja with that hand. Put that lame shit up here if you want to. I'm a ninja thumb. You better get out of here with that goofy shit. We got our own damn music. What the hell would I be playing somebody else's music for? That sound crazy. Sound ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, they crashed me with some lame shit. But you know what? Let me get my trusty Dusty together. See, if I have my trusty Dusty close by, I could just bing, 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 bing. Then you know what I'm saying? They tried it because I was about to play something, but it actually, you know, it do some shit on here. You know, matter of fact, let's just do it like that right now. Because I was looking for something. I'm bringing y'all the content, so I gotta go in there and grab it, find it, and bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? So. But everybody got their opinion, and I don't exactly believe the bro scamming, but I will let it play out because other people got their opinions of it, and I think that his opinion is important. I thought I mopped it or whatever, but no, I did not. Let's go again. Let's go again. Now you ain't gonna hear it. That's all they be tweaking on is the music, but you see normally that's what they try to do, crash everything with music. Music is so important, man. It's a part of the world. It's a part of the world. So y'all, I hope y'all doing good out there. We got 100 votes in. We crashed the votes today, boy. That was crazy. So let's go right about here. Y'all can let me know in the comment section who this dude is, because he got an opinion too. So we'll see what he got to say. Right up in this area, and then hit the thing like that, and then let me cut the sound on, because that's what we need to do now.
Yeah, they talk that Pan-African talk, and they really want to whoop a hoe, because African men still, they really want to bring back jumping them hoes. That's why they make me so angry when they find a freaky black woman that don't want to conform to the African. She don't want to wear dashiki robe. She like that, yeah. She like red bottom.
He said she don't want to wear dashiki robe.
I'm talking about their hands and feet looking like, I'm just saying, they look like man hands and feet. So no woman that's been over here enjoying the luxuries of sheets and blankets and pillowcases, material, being able to go to the produce store. No woman wants to go do no Africa. I don't give a fuck how good you say they were 2,000 years ago when we were kings. I bet we can't go back over there being no king. So they rather still real wearing the red bottom shoes, looking like them pretty Hollywood women, rather than dusty feet African bitches. Yeah. I'm staying right in the world. Going nowhere. Me and my white buddies, we go down this land, this island. Born in the USA, and I'm proud of it. And I'm telling you, if America ever go to war with Africa, guess what? I'm signing up with the American military. I've been having beef with Africa for a long time. They ain't built now motherfucking ship to come get us over here, and then they done sold out to the Chinese boy. And you talking that African talk, nigga to me. I'm more just ignorant and running away trying to get along with some white folks at each plantation he can go to and steal him a few chickens because he's a runaway slave. He know he can't get out.
Hey, dude got his opinion, man. You know he go crazy and shit, but some of the stuff he be saying, I think he just do it for whatever that shit be called, where you just be trying to keep your name running. I don't think he believe half the shit he be saying. Oh boy, crazy and shit, man. Yo, but that's 100 votes that came in today off of the conversation, we had right now, and I appreciate everybody that rocked out with us this far into the actual video. You know what I'm saying? We did it big today. It's even heat, so is he a scammer? It took an hour for that many people to do what they said, so a lot of people came and went, you know what I'm saying? So I probably would conclude that he's not a scammer. or it's even, so I can go either direction. So I'll conclude he's not a scammer. And that's just my opinion on it. But he got some foul ways, and he's doing some stuff that do need to be checked. I'm sure the people that is giving money, whatever all of the conversation come in, they're gonna probably be. I don't know if it pull back so much money that he gonna make, but you know, the holiday season coming up, and maybe it might increase donations again. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. But other than that, I'm gonna probably jump up off of here at this point because we went heavy into the conversation. At the end of the video, though, at the top you'll be able to see the rest of the podcast, the Black Outrage podcast, and then you'll be able to subscribe at the other side. And this is our shirts; they'll be available all forevermore, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? As long as these platforms are around, you're gonna be able to cop a project or some stuff from us. And we always bringing it to life, so it's not nothing we can't do. We're gonna have all kind of new stuff. If you don't like the shirts, we'll have cups, we'll have pins, we'll have hats. You know, we go crazy with the products, man. It's like that's exactly what we do. You know what I'm saying? So to have it be on YouTube and all like this, it's kind of fly. Yeah, dig. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're trying to do. And other than that, yeah, that's that. So y'all hit us up in the comment section, and the votes is in, and you can send a super chat, join the YouTube membership if you feel like it, and we rocking with y'all again tomorrow with some more stuff. I try to do a show in the evening most nights, but sometimes I don't get to it because I got other stuff that pop in. But other than that, if I don't, I see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Black Outrage. I'll let you, boy.